Hey ladies and gents, this is Wiz coming at you with the review of Weapons Pack number 3 from Mythic Legions. This is one that kind of slipped through the cracks and I hadn't reviewed it before, but I am going to show it to you now, as well as talk about a few housekeeping things that sort of escaped my earlier reviews. Weapons Pack number 3 is the one that contains the Gorgos Ava Blade, the Heavensbrand Sword, the shield, and the Orc Blade. And it's still available now if you want to go pick it up at Store Horseman for $12, which is a great deal. And it's actually, I think, of all the weapons packs, the real must-have, especially if you have a Gideon and you have a Gorgo. And I talked about some of these weapons during the individual reviews, I believe, but this is a chance to go in and take a in-depth look. This is the Orc Blade, which looks really, really nice, and it's made out of bones. It's got a nice wash on it, so it's brown, and the details really show up on it. So that's what the Orc Blade looks like, and suitable for, any of the orcs or the orc commanders, just to give them a signature type weapon. Now, hopefully there's not too much glare, and I can show you what the Heavensbrand sword looks like. This is the sword that I'm using with Sir Gideon Heavensbrand, because it's his signature sword, and I'm doing that because it's the sword that's named after him. I don't know too much about the mythos yet, but I'm assuming that he's the one that's supposed to use this sword. As you can see, it's got a lot of nice intricate detail there. There's sort of a feather pattern up here by the hilt. You can see Aetheron, or Lord Aetheron, I believe. There's a bird's head sculpted into the hilt, and two bird head coming out of the hilt as well. So it's a very, very cool design for a weapon. And if you get this one, then you also get its evil counterpart, which is Gorgos Ava Blade, and a much more wicked looking design. It's got a skull over here, very, very cool black and gold and red motif that of course matches Gorgo, and just these both Gorgo and Sir Gideon come with other weapons, but these particular swords blow those out of the water, because they're just so unique and nobody else has those. All right, so here we go with the shield, which is a round shield that I kind of like to use for Vitus. It's got some sort of runes inscribed around it, but this is a very, very cool addition, and you can use it with whatever figure that you decide to use it with. So those are the weapons from Weapons Pack number 3, but there were a couple of things that escaped my notice just because they were kind of unusual. This small battle axe came with the 10 standards in the standard pack, and it was just sort of tucked in there with the other accessories, and I thought that it had fallen out of another weapons pack, but nope, just for some reason you get a small battle axe suitable for a dwarf character or a skeleton character or something like that, and it was just a little extra that they tucked into that standard weapons pack that I forgot to mention, so I'm mentioning it now. One other thing, there's the hammer that came with the other weapons pack, and there was this particular bit of kibble here that I had no idea what it was. I asked the Four Horsemen online, and they told me. I felt kind of dumb when I figured it out, but the hammer actually detaches, and you can use this to give it a different look. So it's like a claw hammer type thing. It's very cool. So whichever one you prefer, either this or that, you have options, which is what Mythic Legions is all about. Alright, so that is the last in the series of reviews of the accessory packs and the weapons kits and the figures from Kickstarter 1. And I know we have more figures coming up. I'm excited for those, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do some more reviews at some point for you. This is Dwiz signing off from PowerLordsReturn.com.